welcome to another episode of the Patreon exclusive pod brought to you by the guys who do Boar Meets World. In this pod, we cover other shows from the 90s that aren't Boar Meets World. So, I didn't like that either. But we're sticking with it, so go for it, Steven. What do we cover this week?
This week, Boar meets
Brotherly Love.
There you go.
Yeah.
Season 1, Episode 12, Once Around the Block.
Yeah. So we didn't start with the pilot like we did for Smart Guy.
No.
The reason why we picked this was because you and I were doing the Smart Guy pod.
Right.
And then we just kind of went off onto a tangent about Brotherly Love.
That we did.
And we're like, okay, we got to do Brotherly Love now.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be done.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to pick one. You let me pick my favorite episode,
mm-hmm.
which is Once Around the Block. And then the premise of it is a older gentleman brings in the Batmobile.
Right.
To the Roman...
Are we jumping straight in, or are you just doing
Roman
like a
mechanic
short
shop. I'm just
synopsis here?
I'm just talking, brother.
Okay.
But yeah, the Batmobile.
Yeah.
I think you understand why I picked this one.
I feel like this episode's going to get pretty nerd heavy. I don't know.
Oh, it
just
might.
a hunch.
It might.
Okay.
But
I do have some questions, so we'll see where it takes us.
Okay. So you want to start us off real quick?
Well, first of all, I want to say, yes, we did the premiere episode of Smart Guy. This is a random-ass episode of Brotherly Love. And before we hit record, and again and again and again, until we decided to stick with this take, you were like, was this a mistake? And now I'm going to say, why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because we didn't start with the first episode, so if they're not familiar with this show, they might not. Well, I guess we can just go into it and talk about the show, like the premise and stuff.
Sure.
So do you want to do that?
Yeah, I feel like if they know Smart Guy, they're going to know the show, though.
You think so? It was part of that blog. You said, yeah, because we talked about that. There was a blog, Boy Meets World, Smart Guy, and Brotherly Love, that aired on Disney in the early 2000s.
Right.
So, which kind of gave us the impression that these shows were like, relatively new for the time.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know they were from, 1995 and up to like 1999.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that this was from 95, at least.
Yeah, I thought it was newer.
I would have guessed 97, which is actually when it ended, but...
Yeah. Well, I was thinking like 2002, or actually more like 2000, because I think that's when I watched it.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, so you're just saying, like, just because they're not going to understand the show, that's why a random episode is not good, perhaps?
Yeah. But, I mean, we just...
Well, I don't think they're going to be able to find even the premiere episode anywhere.
It's not for, like... It's not even for sale, is it? Like, you can't buy collections or anything?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I mean, luckily we had a copy we could watch to do this.
Yeah, I have my old VHS tapes from 95.
Mm-hmm. You sure do.
Or it's somewhere on the internet, maybe.
Yeah.
It's actually, I saw it on YouTube. Some's on YouTube. So.
Some are on YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, definitely check it out if you haven't watched it.
This one's on YouTube. You can actually just YouTube Brotherly Love 1x12 Once Around the Block, and it should pop up for you.
Definitely, some of the stuff I'm going to say in this pod might make you think otherwise, but definitely go and give this show a look, because if you like Boy Meets World, check out Brotherly Love.
Yeah, plus you already know a character, kinda, because Matt was obviously on Boy Meets World.
Yeah, he was. So. He was...
Jack.
Jack, yeah, he was Will Friedel's characters. Oh my gosh, we haven't done Boy Meets World in like a couple weeks, so now I'm like already forgetting names.
Eric.
Yeah, Eric Matthews.
His roommate.
In later seasons.
Also Sean's brother, but...
Yeah. Twist. Spoiler.
Yeah, you won't find that out until, Season 5, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Episode 1, pretty sure.
You're pretty sure. You know. Don't act like you don't know. But
just a guess.
The premise of the show is Matt and Andy's mom, their dad dies, and she's trying to run this mechanic shop on her own.
Right.
Now, you correct me, because I didn't read this part. I'm just going off memory.
Yeah, I literally just watched the first episode yesterday. So
did you? Okay, so you're good to go. Yeah, you're my fact checker over there. But the premise of the show is they're trying to run this thing, and Joey shows up. Joey is their actual half-brother, right?
I don't know how this works. They have the same dad.
Same dad, so yeah, half-brother.
Okay.
But different moms, right? Because Joey's dad split on them, and he moved out to California with his mom and something like that.
Joey's dad left Joey. Yes.
Yeah, split Joey.
And then created Andy and Matt with Claire, which is the main character. Well, one of the main characters.
The mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why does he come back again, exactly?
He is heading to Florida, apparently. He's going to collect some money from Claire, because Dad just died, I think, in the past year or something like that.
Yeah.
He found out that he left him a piece of the garage that they all live above and work in and whatever. And so he's going to, have Claire buy him out. And then he's heading to Florida, and he's going to buy, a racing motorcycle thing, and he's going to start, a race team. That's his plan.
Oh, okay. So, what's funny is this show actually takes place in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the city of brotherly love.
Exactly. But also, isn't Boy Meets World based in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, of course.
Actually, I think it's Philly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Small world.
That it is.
So,
small world, even smaller, because if you recall last bonus episode, Smart Guy, same high school. So.
Yeah, same set.
Different state, I believe, but same high school.
We just need to start doing a conspiracy pod.
Yeah. Of 90s sitcoms.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. Okay, so this episode, I got to pick it.
Mm-hmm. Did you need to know more about the story?
Well, you don't really get to explore the characters of Matt. Well, actually, just Matt in this episode, right? So we go over him a little, I guess. Kind of a germaphobe.
A little bit.
I forgot that in one episode they actually talk about him learning how to change his diaper at the age of 1 year old. And I remember him boiling his water to kill all the germs, and he would sprinkle vanilla for flavor, and I was like, that sounds fucking delicious.
Wait, say this again?
That he would sprinkle water or vanilla into his water. Did I say water into his vanilla?
I don't know. I just heard sprinkle, and then you were like, "That's delicious," and then I was like, "Wait, what's he talking about?" I forgot to listen for a second.
Yeah. We're not on a medium that relies on communication or anything. But yeah, I just that sounds fucking delicious. I want some vanilla water, thinking it's going to be all vanilla, no water, but it didn't measure up.
Based on recently watching episode 1, like I said, yeah, you're pretty right. Obviously, I think Matt is the middle brother, which I guess he isn't really until the premiere episode, because obviously he's the older brother, because Joey's not really around. But
does he clash with Joey at all, like man of the house? And
first episode, it's more like, hey, you haven't been here these past however many years, and just get out of here, dude, kind of thing.
Yeah, we don't need you.
But he's a high schooler. He's 15. So, with that, I'm sure you know how he is.
Gotcha.
On top of the germaphobe. And he keeps a list of, the prettiest girls in school. And
that's weird.
And by the end of the episode, he did, this talent show thing or whatever. And then he was like, I'm, number 26 or 27th coolest guy in school now.
Yeah, they really don't touch on his personality much in this episode. He's very like a trope, pretty much. He's basically a 15-year-old guy trying to sneak into a club, and
Well, this is I guess Andy / Joey episode.
Yeah. It just seems because it's not really a progressing storyline, right? This episode, I would call it just kind of a episode of the week format. I don't know if there
ever really was a progressing type episode, but
I know the
nothing that sticks out, anyways.
The Lou and Joe dynamic was an ongoing thing, right? The teasing and will they, won't they?
Yeah.
But without further ado,
let's jump in, huh?
Yeah. So the show opens up with a gentleman bringing in a car, not just any car, the Batmobile.
Is it the real Batmobile?
I don't know.
Oh.
We don't know.
I thought you would know this.
Oh,
I'm asking you.
Oh, yeah, circa 1968. That's the, the model they used on the Batman show. I'm not really sure.
I was about to buy it.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure, but it looks damn good. I've always loved that Batmobile because of the black and red.
Mm-hmm.
Just looks awesome. But anyways,
I prefer all black, maybe some chrome.
I like the red. It's aggressive. But, it didn't match the goofiness of the 60s show in my mind, but that's what it's from.
Did you watch much of that?
Yeah, I loved it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I was a little kid. So it was awesome. Batman was awesome. Doesn't matter how outlandish and ridiculous it got.
Sure.
Which I'm going to jump in with this episode.
Yeah. I pictured that, yeah.
But, older British gentleman brings it in, who may or may not be Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
Wants Joe to fix it up, make it discreet. And he's like, so what's this bump come from? On the back fender. And Alfred's like, urban decay.
Well, I actually said bullet hole. Joey did.
He did? Oh, okay.
And he's like, no.
Well, that's even funnier.
Urban decay.
Yeah, that's even more funny.
Yeah.
Like, urban decay. Like, very highbrow British humor.
That's pretty good.
That Alfred's known for.
Yeah.
Sarcastic.
Well, let's just go ahead and jump in this.
Okay.
Obviously, this is Alfred, or alluding to the fact that maybe he is.
Alfred Pennyworth, yep.
What
do you want to know?
Did it seem like him?
Oh, yeah.
So that adds up?
That's Alfred, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they were shooting for. Even in the credits, they're like, Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Joe's like, okay, I'll work on it. They're like, keep it on the DL. He's like, okay, I'll work it in the back. Andy comes down, and he's like, holy hallucinations. Parodying the, did I say that right? Parodying?
Sounds good.
A parody of, the Boy Wonder.
Yeah.
But he wants to go ride in it. His birthday's coming up. Joey's like, nah.
His birthday's tomorrow, dude. Just give him a ride.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
He's like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Well, what the hell?
Yeah.
You think he would try to get some brownie points? He just came into their lives just 11 episodes ago.
Yeah. You've been here for a cup of coffee, man. Let me ride in the Batmobile.
So that jumps us straight into the theme song, and I'm going to say top contender theme song here.
Really?
Nah, it's fucking great.
You got to throw it in here so people can hear it, because I didn't remember it.
Mm-hmm. I can still remember every word.
Can you really?
Yeah.
I don't even remember it, and we just watched this episode.
Does that mean you don't think it's good?
I don't think it was the thing that left the biggest imprint on me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All I can say is great theme song. Joey Lawrence, best singer.
Was he the one singing it?
That was him, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
And then I wrote, does he have an album? Apparently he does. I wasn't really sure about that. I kind of had a feeling that was a thing.
I know he had that.
Apparently I read here that music was actually his top passion.
Really?
Yeah.
This was just to pay the bills or something his parents got him into at a young age, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember he had that single that came out with the music video when Horse Sense came out. It was called Heart to Heart. He had that leather jacket. He looked very late 90s in it.
Still have hair or not?
I think it was buzzed at that point.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah.
You want to talk about his hair?
No. No, that's a pod in itself. Let's just...
Look damn good, though.
Yeah.
So that brings us to, let's see, Matt and his friend. I don't remember his friend's name.
Yeah.
I want to say, this is probably going to come off as offensive.
Go ahead.
But it seemed...
this show was kind of offensive. I noticed a few things
It seemed rather Jewish, is what I want to say.
Yeah, he had a dad who was a CPA. Yeah.
Like it was, what was it? It's like in my head, but not.
I don't know, Goldstein?
No. Goldberg, no.
Goldberg, no. Anything involving gold?
It was like Ira or something, right?
Like a very Hebrew name.
Yeah. I don't know.
But he's got a sheet of paper, right?
That he does.
And it's got a list like, pick this up for oboe or something like that. He's like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this salsa dancing.
Yeah.
Matt, we got to go.
Matt's friend, whatever his name may be, I don't know. Super dork. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, he's kind of a dork.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they got a little flyer for salsa dancing. You just said this.
I did.
And Matt's like, hey, why don't we do that? He's like, I just wanted to show you the picture of the girl.
That is kind of dorky.
But Matt seems really into this idea. I think it might happen.
Yeah.
And this flyer, huh? It's fucking flying around this episode.
Yeah, I mean, it makes its way downstairs into the business office. Yeah. Lou's asking Joe if he wants to go. He's like, no, and then they go back and forth flirting.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some sexual tension popping off right now.
Yeah, like, that's the first thing I was kind of like, this was on Disney? Because she was talking about his pickup lines, like 6 months to live, and he's like, yeah, dancing's that one thing they do at the start of the relationship to get the girl interested, kind of like listening.
Pretty good line.
Yeah, and it's just, I was like, I can't believe that stuff slid in there on Disney. And it went way over my head when I was a kid. Like, I didn't get it.
Sure, yeah. So, yeah. She wants him to go dancing. It ain't happening. So she goes on over to Claire, which you might know as Mom. Let's have a ladies' night. See what happens. Which is already, was my note. Because obviously Matt is wanting to go now. Mommy's going to be there. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah. And this is where I wrote, this flyer's really flying around. Cause,
I see what you did there. Yeah. That was good.
Matt had it. Comes to Lou, Joey, Claire, and then it's Lloyd, right? What's the guy's name?
Lloyd.
Big guy.
The big guy. Lloyd.
Yeah.
Help me. Which one was he? Matt's friend?
No, the big guy that works in the garage.
His name was Mo.
I don't know what his name is. I want to say it's Lloyd.
Oh, okay. We'll call him Lloyd.
You just looked at the Wikipedia, right?
Yeah. I mean, don't plug them. Shit, they're not paying us. Hold on. I'm looking this up. Vamp for me.
Let's see. It actually is...
It is Lloyd.
Lloyd?
Yeah.
Lloyd Burwell.
What was he in... What was it called Mo in, then?
I don't know. Nothing?
I've known him as Mo my whole life.
Maybe the Three Stooges.
Was he in the Three Stooges? We're not going down this path. Let's just... Anyways. Andy's just wanting to ride in that Batmobile.
Real bad. He's really, I'm going to say, buttering up Joe to get this thing popping off.
Yeah. He's trying. It ain't happening. Like, he made him breakfast.
He made Joey breakfast in bed.
Man, I almost spilled it on him, too.
On his own birthday.
Yeah. This kid wants that Batmobile ride. He doesn't even want to be Batman. He just wants to...
ride.
Yeah.
He wants to be...
Robin.
There you go.
Yeah.
I thought there was like another little name for him.
The Boy Wonder.
Is that him?
Yeah, Robin.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome. God damn, let's go.
I'm pretty sure, still not going to happen, though.
No.
Joey is...
He was paid a lot of money to take care of this car, and that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
So...
He's like... this was a note. It's like, you're going to go to Cheesy Jimmy's for your birthday. That's going to be fun.
Sounds sleazy as hell.
You don't really need a ride in the Batmobile.
How many like parody names do you think shows had to come up with for like a Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah.
Like Cheesy Jimmy and...
Cheesy Jimmy's. You want to hang out there for your birthday?
Me?
Yeah.
Hell no.
No? Not even at 7 years old?
That sounds like you'd slip in diarrhea in the ball pit or something. How country did that sound just then?
We'll just move on.
Okay.
So then we see Lou, and she's dressing up Claire, getting her ready for the big salsa night.
Yeah.
Which everyone else is getting ready for as well, it seems like.
Yeah, not knowing that other parties are going, but yeah.
Here's another joke that you may have, I don't know if you even picked up on this time, where she was
it's like men are going to be reaching for their wallets.
Yeah, we got a little prostitution joke, sounds like.
Yeah. Seriously. Would not have guessed it being a Disney show.
Some edgy shit. Well, it's not really.
Yeah, I guess it was like just a family show, right, when it came out?
Yeah,
right?
I guess so, yeah. It just says American sitcom.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which started on the NBC, actually.
Yeah,
so.
and then moved to WB.
Yeah.
We talked about that, I think, on an episode.
Okay.
I think Smart Guy actually only got derailed.
Well, excuse me. And then we see Matt, and he's dressing up as Joey.
Yep.
Which it didn't even... I saw the flyer thing, you know, and I saw that tie-in of, like, foreshadowing of Claire showing up. But it didn't even register to me like, oh, he's got Joey's ID. That's going to be a problem when they're driving around.
Yeah.
And that clicked finally when they got pulled over. But yeah.
It didn't click for me until they got back at the end of the episode.
You know what I'm Hey, I got your ID.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's why he didn't have it. He was pretending to be Joey to get into that salsa dancing club. The Club Caliente. Yeah. But anyways, so when we last left Andy, he was like, oh, come on, Joe. And Joey's like, no, not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Andy leaves. He gets it. Cheesy Jimmy's is all he has to look forward to.
Poor kid.
But Joey's like, I can't believe I'm going to do this. And you immediately know what he's plotting to do.
What's he going to do?
Well, Andy's pretending to be asleep in bed, right?
Yeah.
That window open. I shit you not, Steven.
Before this, though.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, go ahead. I'm getting excited.
But right before that scene you were just describing, where Joey was like, I can't believe I'm going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Andy's begging one more time, blah, blah, blah. His fucking mom's going out to salsa dancing. This is the kid's birthday. And it's like, hey, stay with Joey.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Like, Joey's babysitting you on your birthday.
Yeah.
Maybe they had the party and they went out after.
I guess.
I think that was actually touched on. Like, they were going to do the party and then...
Sure,
Mom's going to Cheesy Jimmy's looking like a slut, though?
Joey was like, hey, you got to go to bed. So I assume this is later in the evening.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah.
I don't know. Questioning Claire a little bit.
I think it was on there. Well, I saw the way she was dressed. She has questionable morals.
Very true.
Yeah.
All right, so we get to your favorite scene here.
Okay. So you see that grappling hook come through the open window.
Yeah.
Which, I'm sorry, but like my old job, I used to have a couple truck drivers coming in from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
And from their stories, I'm not leaving my fucking kid's window open in Philly, okay? Some creepy dude will come up in a costume and no. But seriously, grappling hook into the window, up climbs Prairie Dog Man.
Yeah. He's having a hell of a time getting through this window,
yeah, he
too,
is.
huh? This is his first time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Look, when I saw that costume as a kid, I thought it was lit as fuck.
Really?
I did, yeah.
You liked it, huh? You like Prairie Dog Man.
Yeah.
Was it the ears?
It was the ears. It was the all black. It was the fact that like I could put that costume together.
Okay.
Yeah. I could be Prairie Dog Man. That's what we're calling this episode. I could be Prairie Dog Man. And then he's like, you ready to go? And he's like, I was born ready. And flips it off. And he's all dressed up, ready to go. Robin costume on and everything.
Yeah, even beyond the costume, let's go back to the window being open. I mean, obviously, I feel like he expected something.
Yeah, he was reading him right, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that cracked me up as a kid, too. Like, when he was like, I was born ready. He hopped up and he was just ready to go.
What about when Joey first gets to the window? This was a note I had. And he's saying, like, Andy, are you ready? Like, he kind of had a Batman voice going. That stick out to you?
A little bit.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't think I ever picked up on the voice till I got older.
Okay.
Yeah, before it was all about the image.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just saying, watching this episode.
Yeah, it was a nice little nod, yeah.
Was that an accurate Batman voice?
I would think so. If you were Batman, you would want to bring it down.
I mean, did it happen in 68?
Probably. No, he sounded like Adam West.
Okay.
Yeah. He didn't try to change his voice or anything.
So not until Michael Keaton, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, also, that costume looked way cooler as a kid. Like, you know when you go to revisit something that you were like, this was amazing back in the day?
Prairie Dog Man?
Prairie Dog Man, okay. Yeah. Like,
yeah, definitely thrown together quickly.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I remember when this was cool.
It's like, I don't know, like it looked like it's like a towel cut up, wrapped around his face or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like I think it was a sock. Like,
okay,
it looked like a sock. You know, because I talked to him about the whole thing. Yeah.
I just got off the phone with Joey, and he said, "Yeah, it was a sock."
Hold on, let me call him real quick. We'll have a heart to heart about this.
He was like, "It was a knee sock that I had, and I cut some eye holes in it."
Yeah. Whoa. Anyways, they are going on that trip.
I don't know why I wrote this note, but I think it was when they were climbing out of the window.
Yeah.
And I guess they were saying something, and then Joey says, "That's why I wear the big cape."
Yeah.
I forget what led to that joke, but I liked it.
He had a good idea about something. I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Watch it if you want to know. But
it's season 1, episode 12. Once around the block.
Oh, they were talking about that. Like we're gonna go around the block one time, and you know.
Okay. Yeah. So we jump straight into the salsa club here, and then it's popping off.
Yeah. Who gets there first? It's Matt and
the friend. Yeah.
Yeah, the Jewish guy.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna call him friend. We're gonna identify him by his religious values.
Good.
Yeah. No. But anyways,
it's just easier. You know?
Matt and his friend show up.
Got in very easy. Didn't even need these fucking IDs or
didn't even ask.
Very vague disguises.
Yeah.
Which is just a big suit on the friend
and a leather coat.
Jacket.
Yeah. But they're there, and they're finally in. They're stoked.
Mm-hmm. They don't understand.
Caliente is hot in Spanish.
Yeah, you got it.
And they're like, must be named after the owner. And then the chick comes up, and she's like, ooh, and touches his shoulder, pulls her hand back. She's like, Caliente. Mm-hmm. And little buddy, I say little buddy, but he's taller. It's like wigging out like, she's calling the owner. She knows.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah. Then we got Lou and Claire making their entrance.
Yeah,
right after
Claire's feeling a little self-conscious.
Just a little bit. I mean,
yeah.
Did you see her outfit?
A little bit. But we learned that it works wonders.
It even gets Matt into it. So.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Now it's Batmobile time.
Yep. We're riding around.
We are. And I'm imagining, maybe even today, you'd be pretty stoked about this if you were in
I got to ride around in a Batmobile?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I just want to drive it now, though.
Okay.
Yeah. No boy wonder for me.
Oh, okay.
I want the big cape.
But if you had to just ride, would you ride?
I guess.
Okay.
We just come out, and I'm like in a Batman costume and everything.
So I get to be Batman today.
I'm like, fuck, yes. And then some dude that's like, bigger than me, better looking, he's like, hop in passenger seat. He's dressed as Batman too.
Yeah, he's like a big Batman.
Yeah, and I look like Prairie Dog Man over here.
Kyle's got a sock wrapped around his face. Yeah, he's ready to go.
I'm like, let's do this. And he's like, get in the side. I'm like, fuck, even his Batman voice is cooler than mine. All right. But, so they see a signal up in the sky, a light.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, with his imaginative child mind, is like,
great word.
Someone needs saving.
Mm-hmm. And, dare I say, maybe he's right.
Yeah. You know what's funny, though, is like they're riding and stuff, and Andy's asking Joey, why'd you offer to do this? Or what made you decide I want to do this? And he's like, well, my mom was dating this guy named Hank. And he was driving us, and we kept getting closer to like the Disneyland exit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I see it coming up 9 miles, 4 miles, 2 miles. But then we pass it up.
Yeah.
He's like, you're in school right now. You're 7 years old. You're not going to remember your friends. You're not going to remember school, but you're going to remember this.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like with Corey and Mr. Feeney, like staying up late to hang out with your dad and watch World Series.
Oh, yeah.
And then
very good, nice tie.
Yeah. And Feeney was
dare I say we're podcast professionals?
Yeah, we're getting good. But no, and then Feeney's like, yeah, I wanted to, stay up late and listen to the
president talk.
One of those
radio.
fucking world leaders from World War II. Maybe Roosevelt. He's a president, wasn't he, or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Franklin D. or some shit like that.
I just know Boy Meets World. I don't really know history.
But he was like, no, I got excellent grades, but I don't remember the test. I just remember not being able to stay up with my dad.
Yeah.
So.
Right on Andy.
Yeah.
Or Joey.
Hell yeah.
Both of them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And especially nice because, obviously the daddy's not around anymore. So
yeah.
Joey really stepping it up.
He is. Being a good brother.
That he is. Some brotherly love right there.
All right, let's move on.
So, yeah, then we see that signal. And then I wanted to ask you this. So we got Andy keep saying these things like you kind of said one earlier when he saw the Batmobile, and then while they're riding around, he's kind of throwing more out.
The holy whatever's going on.
I was going to say, hey, accurate Batman talk?
For what they're going for, yeah, 1960s.
Okay.
Because Burt Ward, I think that was the actor's name.
Mm-hmm.
He would do that, like, holy shark, Batman, or something like that, you know.
Shark?
No, it was more clever than that. Like,
holy shark.
Yeah, like,
Let's see.
I'm trying to think of a good one. But, like, no, holy hallucination was good. Like,
make shark work.
I can't, like, holy death, Batman, I don't know. That's a good one, too. Like, holy death, Batman.
Then we see Lloyd now making his entrance into the salsa club.
Got his beat neck, hat on,
yeah,
glasses.
Like he's ready for some like poetry time or something.
Yeah, like he's going to a, a 1960s like poetry reading or something. And this Bolivian woman comes up to him and is like talking to him like, I miss this about Bolivia. And he's like, yeah, Sinclair. And she brings up something else. He's like, I was only there for a few weeks. I was in the Coast Guard. But you were in Bolivia? I went wherever they sent me.
I have to question if he was making all of this up.
Maybe, I did read that his character actually was in the Coast Guard.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, I also saw in episode 1, he seems to have some brain issues. So, just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
He got hit in the head with a tire from a race car.
Did he really?
That flew off.
Whoa. And he's still alive?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy if that was a race car that crashed and killed?
He said, I got a lot of memories invested in this tire.
That's awesome. One of my favorite scenes with him was that one episode where Joey just like hits the Coca-Cola button and he doesn't have to put any money in it and pops out the thing. And Mo is like out of the episode for a little bit and Joey thinks that like he's lost it. Lloyd, yeah. Did I call him Mo?
Yeah.
Well, he's Mo forever now. If you hear me say Mo, it's
I
Lloyd.
think when we were talking last episode, we were like, who is Lou or Mo or whatever, and that's what brought this on.
I got you. I'm trying to think who Mo was, though. If you guys listen to this, let us know on Twitter. Like, who am I thinking of when I say Mo?
Yeah, who's Mo? Mo Tibbs, dude.
Mo Tibbs? That's not Mo Tibbs.
That was his name.
Was it really?
Smart guy. That's
that Mo, yeah. Talking about Mechanic Mo.
Oh, okay.
But Lloyd, he's gone, and then finally he comes back, and they're like, he's talking to somebody. I don't even remember who he's talking to. I just remember the scene where he puts a quarter in, and he's like, I do that for Joey,
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah. One of my favorites is, it's like the Halloween episode, and he's like alone at the house, just watching movies or whatever, and then it's like, up next, the sound of music, and then he's like, ah!
Yeah. Or the one episode where they like all had the same principal and they hate him, so they take the car apart and put it back in his office, like put it back together in his office. And Lloyd thought he was like really clever when he was in high school because he would eat his lunch, like the principal's lunch, and then leave a note like signed with his moniker or something like that. And the principal was just like, I knew it was you the whole time. I just didn't care.
Wait, is this when they do the car thing? Does he get like stuck in there or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But going back to it, Lloyd's there. He's talking to some lady from Bolivia about how great Bolivia was, and when he was in the Coast Guard.
Then we see Lou and Claire, and they're about to get some dance partners.
Yeah, Claire's feeling a little self-conscious. She thinks she looks like a transvestite.
Yeah, I thought that may have been a little much.
Yeah, that was kind of overt. That was like there was no disguising it.
It's just. Here's this joke.
I look like a transvestite. Lou.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I can't believe that was on there.
No, the other ones, yeah, sure.
They had to edit that on Disney, right?
People aren't going to really notice reaching for the wallet or whatever, but saying that's probably going to bring some questions, perhaps.
Probably.
Seems like Lou isn't having a great time because it seems like Claire's really getting over at the club.
Yeah, when those two guys were like waving over there, Lou thinks it's for her, and then they walk over and they both stick their hand out for Claire to dance.
Now we're gonna go back to the Batmobile, and guess what?
They got pulled over.
That they did.
Ma'am, by a cop.
Yeah, by a cop.
Yeah, by a cop, guys. Believe it or not, it was a cop that pulled them over. Take it away.
You didn't have anything?
I gotta have a drink first. Go
okay. So they get pulled over, and of course, Joey's like, oh, fuck. Right? I mean, he's
word for word. Like, oh, fuck. This is the end of Prairie Dog, man. Whoa!
I'm dressed up as fucking Prairie Dog Man over here.
Yeah.
I got a little kid dressed up as whatever the hell he is.
Yeah, Puma Man.
Look at this dog, or not dog, but this car I'm in. I don't own it. I mean, this seems like a bad night.
And he's like, very funny, give me your license. And he doesn't have his license. So they give him the registration for the car. Mm-hmm. And the cop's like, I'm sorry, sir.
Well, he goes and checks it, sure. And then during this time, it's a pretty good joke you're going to gloss over, I think, where Andy is like, but you're glad we're wearing these costumes now since we're going to jail.
All those criminals going to get a look at us wearing these capes.
Joey may be thinking
he's less
it's not a good thing.
Yeah, he's less enthusiastic than the boy wonder, Prairie Dog Man.
So the cop comes back and he's like, oh boy, yeah, sorry about this.
Big boner on my part, sir.
Very good.
Thanks. That's a deep one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on a roll today.
But what did that registration pull up, though? Like, that's my question.
I think it pulled up the Cape Crusader.
It just pulled up Bruce Wayne, or well,
like,
not Bruce Wayne.
The cops are like, "Holy fuck! I just figured out who Batman is."
It's like I know the car, but
should I let him know Prairie Dog Man has his car? This is too big for me.
So okay, so this is really alluding to the fact that Batman's legit.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least in that world, yeah.
In Philly, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So yeah, the cop really fucked up. He's like, "Oh, so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys go." And we still see the signal
up in the sky. Somebody needs rescuing.
We really need to help them. Here's where we see Matt and Friend.
Yep.
And they're browsing around, checking out the babes. Especially check out that big hair blonde over there. And Matt's like, "Oh fuck yeah."
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Oh fuck no, that's my mom.
He's gonna need therapy for life.
Yeah. He just checked out his mom.
He's like, "I gotta get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
Tries to escape. Not working so well. People keep like getting in his way. Blah blah blah.
People pulling him out to dance and
then we jump to Lloyd and random girl from the club,
Bolivia. Yeah. They're talking. They're hitting it off. She talks about doing the dance that all dancers spring from, or something like that. Again, totally over my head. I thought he really was talking about the hokey pokey dance.
Is this a sexual thing she was talking about? Perhaps?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And he's like, the hokey pokey. She's like, if that's what kids are calling it these days.
My God.
And I was like, I think it's always been called the hokey pokey when I was a kid. You know, it's always been called that. Is that the joke? Am I supposed to laugh at that?
It's a dirty episode.
Yeah.
You picked the dirtiest one.
And I didn't even know it. Like, wow.
But, which we didn't mention earlier, Lloyd had kind of a girlfriend problem. She wasn't going to show up. She had to do some, like, square dancing, I believe it was.
Yeah, and it made him mad, so he's going to go to the salsa dance.
But his pager goes off, because this is pager era.
Yep.
And it's her, so he is like, "Hey, love of my life is calling. Gotta go." And she's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, he bounces.
Yeah. So the spotlight led to the club just as Joey said it would.
Yep.
And it's like, this is the club. Nobody needs help. Yeah. And then, hold on.
There's Matt.
Yeah.
And Matt knows who it is right away.
Yeah, Prairie Dog Man. I need a ride.
Well, you're not Batman, but you'll do. But yeah, he's like, "What are you doing here? Mom's going to kill you." This is what Matt's saying to Joey, not Joey to Matt.
No, Joey would say that to me.
I know. Right? I was trying to see if you're paying attention.
Okay.
But yeah.
Nice test.
Tells him get in the trunk because that's safe, you know.
Yeah. And when he said that, I was like, they're just going to like lay down in the trunk? That's kind of crazy. No, they just sat in it with the trunk open. Yeah. Which is even crazier, maybe.
This thing has a fucking rocket on the back. That's not safe.
Then Lloyd, he's like, I need a ride too. Yeah. Prairie Dog Man, good thing you're here.
Yeah. Scoot on in and let's hit this thing before we have an international incident.
And then Robin is like, holy leg room, Batman. Or Prairie Dog Man.
We're not even calling him Batman anymore.
Because Lloyd's big.
Yeah. He's a big dude.
Let's just say that.
Like no neck.
No neck?
No neck, no hair.
Okay.
Just
little hair.
Just mass.
So we race home, and what happens?
They were like, perfect night. All we needed was an evil villain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's Mom up on the corner with her Mardi Gras mask, looking like a villain, which I thought was cool as fuck when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you know.
Not today?
Nah. It's like, it's just Mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, before it, like, fooled you a little bit.
Yeah.
She had just a piece of her face covered.
was like,
you're like, that might be a villain.
Yeah.
Not Mom.
After this episode, I was like, they should just spin this show off and make a Prairie Dog Man and Boy Wonder show.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the end. Mm-hmm. Then we kind of get our, like, next week, what's going to happen on Prairie Dog Man kind of thing that I assumed happened on the original Batman series.
Will Matt be grounded? Yeah. Tune in the same Brotherly Love channel.
Yeah, Bat Channel, Bat Time, blah, blah, blah. Then we get kind of an outtake after this.
Mm-hmm. Which I think was common for this show, right? They would do the outtakes at the end, the bloopers.
Maybe. I don't know. I've only watched 2 episodes.
Was it on the pilot? Did they have spoilers?
No.
Or it's not spoilers, bloopers.
Yeah, there were spoilers all throughout the show.
Oh.
I was like, what?
Wow, no wonder it didn't last. Couldn't keep people's interest. They already knew.
Yeah, they're climbing down the window, and it shows that obviously they're just pretending. Like it's just the ground.
It's a camera trick, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool, and nice to know, like, hey, I could pull off this effect if I wanted to.
Yeah.
That was probably my thought when I first saw this. Like, oh, that's how they do it. You know, that's all. Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah, it's a nifty trick, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Blew my mind when I was a kid. I was like, holy shit, that dude is walking down a wall.
Like, maybe he does have superpowers.
Yeah.
That's a wrap on this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any additional notes that we haven't covered?
No, I had Batmobile. We talked about that salsa dancing, the dynamic between Lou and Joe. Andy's birthday, wanting to ride in the Batmobile. Touching on Prairie Dog Man's costume. Looked way cooler when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Pulled over by a cop. We went over that.
Yeah.
He got pulled over by a cop. Shocker. I was going to go over different moms, but we did cover that with the premise of the show. Jokes going over my head, like all the transvestite, the prostitution.
Well, I don't know if transvestite went over your head.
I didn't know what that meant.
Okay, maybe as a kid.
Yeah, I was like, I don't.
But the very hidden ones, like the reaching for the wallet and whatnot. Yeah.
Hokey pokey. I was like, why you got? This is a salsa dancing. Why are you going to do the hokey pokey here? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, maybe that's all the dance he knows.
Maybe. Yeah. But yeah.
All right, so that was Brotherly Love. How'd it hold up for you? I don't know. If you've seen this since 2000-ish.
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't. Now, earlier in the episode, I did say, check this show out, give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I'm about to say is just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really hold up for me.
No? No chuckles? Or
I got a couple chuckles, but I didn't get that enjoyment that I did when I was a kid watching it.
Okay. So...
And we're not even talking about just this Batman episode only. Well, we are. That's the whole fucking premise of the episode.
That's what we covered, yeah.
But I guess maybe
and the only one we watched.
I guess maybe it was just this episode or something. It didn't do as much for me as it did as a kid.
Okay.
Maybe I'd have to watch more, but some of the acting in it was kind of hit or miss at times. And,
sure.
But I mean, we're dealing with teenagers and stuff, you know.
I mean, they got nominated, so.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck do I know then? Why are you all listening?
Andy got nominated for something like Best Actor, like under 10 or something like that. And I want to say Joey or Matt did as well, but I just read this yesterday.
Okay.
Didn't hold up for you. I liked the premiere more than this episode since I just watched that yesterday.
Maybe that was the thing. Maybe I just need to watch other episodes and see.
Because it was kind of cool of, Joey arriving, and then he's like really about leaving, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, he gets pretty heartwarming, and he kind of makes the last minute decision, like, I'm going to stay, make this work, maybe have a family.
Do you, I just thought about this right now. Do you get like Jesse vibes from him? Like from Full House, Jesse?
I mean, I guess a little, but I mean, it's probably just very basic things like a leather jacket or like cool guy, uncle kind of vibe or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though he's not the uncle, but he's like an older brother. You know?
Yeah. I got you.
You? Do you get more than that? Or?
Just kind of similarities, like the whole cool hair.
Cool hair, yeah.
Yeah, guitar.
Is Jesse like all about his hair?
Yeah.
Is that like a thing?
It was, yeah.
And of course, Joey is up until he finally cuts his hair and it fucking shocks everybody. But
Yeah, that's what got the show canceled.
You think so?
Yeah. Not having that hair.
I mean, I could see it. It's good looking hair.
Yeah.
Very
Majestic.
thick.
Yeah.
Almost like a lion mane kind of thing going on.
Just stop.
Yeah.
I can't handle all this.
I liked it. It was fun, you know, but
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for just sitcoms, really. I just like sitcoms just because they're dumb and easy and
digestible.
I can watch like a season in like a day, basically, because they're short.
Do you ever get bored watching them?
No, I mean, I probably don't give them 100% of my attention.
I got you. It's just
Eventually, like especially if I watch a lot in a row, and it's like I look at the phone or whatever and be like, oh, that was funny or whatever.
kind of like background, right?
Yeah,
I got you. Okay.
because you don't need to pay attention like fully. It's not like, oh shit, I missed like this crucial detail.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You're not watching Lost here.
Yeah, or it's not like a Breaking Bad where it's like, wait, what's going on there? Nothing like that. But yeah, I would watch this series again, which is only 2 seasons, which is fucking crazy to me.
Yeah.
40 episodes. It's less than Smart Guy.
Did they complete the show, or was it just like?
I don't remember the ending, to be honest.
I don't either. I know they teased Lou and Joe, like in later seasons, because she crafted a ring.
Mm-hmm.
And they got stuck on her finger, and
Yeah,
and they had that moment, and but
anything else we need to talk about?
that's it.
All right. You just want to say bye? I mean, is that all you want to do?
Yeah, bye.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding. Do you?
Oh,
do you
Jesus.
oh, wow! All teal everything. Hello. All right.
Did you talk about our concert?
Huh? Not on this one. That'll be another Patreon exclusive. We'll talk about the concert. Yeah. But
Be sure to remain a member on Patreon to get that story.
yeah, don't you worry, it'll come one day.
I guess that'll be the next primetime bore. Huh?
Yeah, they probably didn't even hear her. They're like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah. This was already confusing.
So check out Primetime Board. I'm going to talk about the concert where I saw Weezer and the Pixies.
I should have just said concert, keep it a mystery.
Oh, sorry.
You know?
Concert. I didn't see Weezer or the Pixies. Ignore that. All right.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Yeah, thanks for your money.